Hey y'all, it's Marissa. I cannot believe it's been a year being engaged. I'm about to be a whole wife in 2 months. Welcome back to my channel. Today I am finally starting to actually put out content about my wedding here on YouTube. I have so much footage I've saved over the last year of just wedding planning and all these different things. One, I wanted to document it for myself, and two, I also wanted to share it on here in case it does help somebody, because I do get questions, and I myself as a bride, I know how hard it is to plan a wedding, and so to have a little bit of inspo and information out there, I think it's just so beneficial. I'm so thankful for the brides before me who have shared their wedding planning journey, and I just hope to contribute to that as well. I'm getting married at the end of March and I am so excited. This will take place in San Antonio, Texas. That's where I met my fiance, my high school sweetheart. That's where his family is. That's where my parents live. So it would just made the most sense to get married there, since majority of the people in our wedding will be located there. I do live in Miami, Florida, for those of y'all who don't know. Actually, I think this is my first YouTube since moving back to Florida. So hi, I'm back in Florida. I'm so happy to be here. But it's been pretty difficult being an out-of-state bride and having to plan a wedding when I can't just up and go look at the venue or talk to a vendor in person. I always have to get on the phone, and then they're an hour behind, so I can't make sure I call too early in the morning, but it gives me an extra flexibility hour at the end of the day. So it's just a lot of things. What I did end up doing is getting a wedding planner. I did a wedding planner throughout this entire process because for me, I just wanted to take as much stress off my plate as possible. If I could go back, I think what I would have done, me being a type A person that I am, very organized and kind of like a do-it-yourself kind of girl, I think I could have done majority of the wedding planning in terms of getting vendors and booking dates and booking all these different things and contracts and all this back and forth, because I have to do that anyway because it's like my signature going on it. I think I could have just done all that myself. So I feel like I could have got a wedding planner for the month of, or the day of coordination personally, but I'm not mad that I went through this whole process, because now that I know, I feel like if I ever were to be a maid of honor or helping someone plan their wedding, I think I could definitely put them in the right direction and be a great source of help, because this is just stressful. So the things I've done up to this point, we have all of our big stuff booked. We have our venue, which we did end up changing after we sent out save the dates. It was kind of scary, but we did get that confirmed and everything. We're getting married in a Catholic church, which is separate from the ballroom where we'll have our reception. So we will have to transport. It's only 10 minutes apart from each other, but it's a great buffer time transitioning from the ceremony right into cocktail hour and then the reception. Another big thing that we got out of the way pretty quickly was our photographer. I have to shout out my girl on Instagram, Megan, and her husband, Ben. They are absolutely amazing, and I will put their information on the screen. So if you guys want to go check them out, if you're looking for a wedding photographer that travels, yeah, they will do everything for you. They're located up in the Boston area, but they did come down to Miami. They were there and they were like, hey, we'd love to do your engagement photos. So they did our engagement photos. They even sent us a video and everything. It was so gorgeous. They did such a great job, and it was so easy and fun working with them. So we actually hired them to be our photographers for our wedding in San Antonio, and of course they were like, yes. So I'm so excited to see them again in person. Now, one thing I did want to mention is that I did attend a bridal extravaganza, and I haven't heard many people talk about this experience. So essentially what this is, it's like a bridal convention. They have a ton of different vendors, anything from food, wedding dresses, bridesmaids dresses, suits, DJ, photo booths, you name it, they have it. I think this is a great experience for someone who is just starting out with their wedding planning, haven't booked many vendors. This is a great place to see what is available in your local area. Typically these are local vendors, but there are some national vendors there as well. I remember seeing Men's Warehouse and maybe a couple of others that obviously they're all around the nation, so you could go to them, but a lot of them were local to San Antonio, which is what I was looking for since that's where I was having my wedding. I actually ended up booking my caterer there and my DJ and photo booth, which was great because those were the 3 things on my list that I wanted to get done, and I got them all done. I actually got a discount for booking my DJ and photo booth. It's a combined company at the actual event, and then I ended up winning a raffle, so I actually got a nice portion of that deducted from my contract as well. So go to these things, why not? I didn't even have to pay for it. The original ticket was $15. I found a coupon online. Alexa? I think she thinks I'm talking to her, but I'm not. I found a coupon online, didn't have to pay anything, took myself, my mom, my best friend, and her daughter with us, and it was so much fun. We got free food, free drinks. There was a bunch of bars where you could do a little taste testing. They had chocolate fountains, they had cake, they had everything there. Like literally it was so much fun. And the music and everything, it was a little stressful because it was a lot of people, a lot more people than I expected, but it was fun. And I got everything done that I needed to get done. So it was a great stress reliever for me and a big check on my to-do list. So another huge thing for me was the invitations and the save the dates. Oh my gosh. I feel like this is one of the most commonly talked about topics on TikTok. So many different options for save the dates. There's so many different ways you can like save money doing this. So we ended up sending the save the dates at the very end of August. I think I was a little bit late on my timeline. Typically they say you can do it anywhere from like 6 months to a year out. Honestly, as soon as you like find out like the location and like confirm your contract with the actual like location of the place you're gonna be at, then you can go ahead and send them out. I personally did them online through Zola. I ended up doing my wedding website also on Zola. For me, it just was really easy to use. I just preferred that one over the Knot. Very, very similar in the way that they work. With Zola, it was great because you literally just like input the names and the numbers into an Excel sheet, which I literally had already created because that's how I determined my guest list. And I can actually put a link to my Excel sheet if that would make it easy for anyone in terms of like wedding planning and how to like insert them into Zola like without any errors. I got you. I'll link it down below. And all it did was send a text to the person, just like this. You click on it. Just like that. How cute. This is a picture from our engagement photo session. I honestly think it's so cute. Yeah, I love it. Again, Megan and Ben, just so great. So when it came to actual invitations, one thing about my wedding is that we have a lot of people on our list. We are having a 300 person wedding, approximately. We don't want to go over 300. To me, that's just excessive. If it were up to me, I would have probably just like gone and eloped somewhere, like very, very small wedding. But traveling was definitely an issue amongst our families and guest members, so we decided to have it locally in San Antonio to accommodate. And with that, we're inviting majority of like our family members. We did have to like cap it a little bit, and then that way we could invite some of our friends, and then we have a wait list. Unfortunately, we just have to wait for like people to say no, that they're not able to make it, and then we can invite more people to come. So we're having about 300 people at our wedding. Yeah, I know, that's a lot. We're also having kids at our wedding. We were already planning to have like flower girls and my sister's son, who's going to be our ring bearer. And for me, I didn't really care when it came to having kids because I always loved going to weddings as a kid and like seeing my cousins, my whole family. And for me, it was kind of like a family gathering. And now that I've like gone through this process and like learned a little bit more, I'm like, dang, like it really is not like a family reunion. Like your wedding, you do not have to invite your whole family. Just FYI. Like I know there's a lot of pressure to do so, but you definitely do not have to. I just felt a lot of stress around this whole topic, so we ended up letting most people, our close family members and like cousins, have their kids there because that was something that we thought was pretty special to us. And for our friends, we are trying to make it work as much as possible. We definitely want our friends to be there because we want this to have like a big party feel. That's one of Nico's main priorities for the wedding, is like he wants it to be a huge party. So we really just want to have a good time and be as stress-free as possible. And we are so looking forward to that. So back onto the 300 people invitation thing. So when it came to invitations, it's very expensive. It's so much more expensive than you would think. And we could have done virtual invitations with that as well, but some people were not receiving the digital save the dates, or they were confused by them, or they didn't realize like there was a link to put in your address, and some people had Android phones. We didn't know if they actually received it or what. There was just like some technical difficulties, and we decided to just go the old trusty snail mail route, okay? So we ended up ordering our invitations from trulyengaging.com. They had a great sale going on. I think it was before Black Friday. It was like way before Black Friday. Up to 70% off, which was great because I wanted like some nice invitations. So I'm gonna show y'all a close up of this envelope. This looks like, you know, a regular white envelope, which it kind of is, but the texture is like that soft, like paper feel. I don't really know what that's called. Personally, now that I've been through the process, I wish I would have just got the names and addresses like printed on the front of the envelope. I was like, oh, you know, I'll just do it, which I did, and it was fine because I could customize them and say, you know, the so-and-so family or whatever. But I definitely wish I would have put like our name and address on it, or gotten stickers or like a stamp or something, because I've seen lots of people do that for our return address, because that would just have made my life a little bit easier, but it's totally fine. I ended up writing it here on the back. I do have some pink post-it notes covering private information like our addresses, so don't mind that. It does make it look a little more tacky, but I just kind of wanted to show y'all like what these look like because I love the way our invitations came out. So you'll open the envelope like this, and then the first thing that you see is you see the gold foil N and M. Love that so much. And this is what it looks like on the outside. I don't know if you can tell by the lighting in here, but this is like a very soft material. I think it's like I think they call it satin, I don't know, but it's a very soft envelope. There's also foil on the back, and it's raised so you can feel that when you're holding it. It says more details at, and then our wedding website here. And then you open the envelope like this, and then it opens here, and it just like has, you know, our information saying that we like welcome you to our wedding, and then the RSVP card, where again a little bit more foil right here at the top. Just love that because gold is one of our accent colors for the wedding. And then also, if you couldn't get the memo, black and white are the colors of our wedding. And then we have the RSVP card right here with our return address on the back. So this is like a postcard, so they can literally send it right back. One thing I wish I would have done a little bit differently, and maybe I'll just do a whole like video on like things I wish I would have done differently. So the material on this side is satin, so it's like that nice soft material, whereas this side is like normal paper, kind of more similar to the envelope. The problem with this is when we did receive some back, it was kind of like smeared, or like it looks kind of dirty. Like I don't really know what people did with these, but I think it might have just been like hard to write on this type of material. So just FYI, if you guys do go with this company and you do like the satin paper, I would not recommend putting it on the part that you have to write on. For us, we used this like nice like Sharpie marker to write all of our invitations, and it worked really well on this type of material. But again, obviously not all our guests are gonna have that same type of pen to write back, so just keep those things in mind. The next thing coming up that we have, and that I still need to get some stuff for, is the bachelorette party. I'm so excited. I think just for some suspense, I'm not gonna like drop the details of where it's at or what we'll be doing. Things are slowly coming in through the mail. I have to order like a couple more outfits, and I think I might buy like a cute little like purse just to go with some of like the outfits. I'm gonna try to plan to wear a lot of white, and we will definitely be going out and doing really fun things. I'm so excited. I think the theme is going to be my last fiesta. You know me, you know I love a good marg, you know I love tacos, you know I love Mexican food. San Antonio has a very like Hispanic Mexican culture, and they actually have a thing called fiesta, so it kind of just like all like goes together. But anyways, yeah, that's like the theme of the weekend. It's gonna be a lot of fun and I can't wait. Let me know if you guys want a video on like all the outfits and stuff that I bought. I've seen so many different like bridal wardrobe type of videos on TikTok, and I think they're super inspiring. I also don't think you need to break the bank or buy a ton of new things. I'm trying to buy things that I will wear again, not something I will just buy for this weekend. So I'll probably do like a little review on what I get for that too. If you're wanting some more like daily bridal inspo, I post a lot more frequently on TikTok about the wedding planning. I did the whole month of November where we did Bridevember. There was a lot of different wedding prompts on there, so definitely check that out if you haven't. And again, you can always follow me on Instagram or TikTok. I'm on there almost every single day, if not multiple times a day. You can always feel free to DM me. That's like the quickest way to get a hold of me. Let me know down below what you guys want to see next in regards to wedding. I have some ideas and I have some footage that I need to edit, which I will do very soon. But if you guys have any special requests, leave it below. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and make sure you're subscribed for the next one to come. Until then, take care and see you next time.